Hello, hello, welcome or welcome back, my bookish friends, to I'll Give You the Books. Hello, hello. Today we are doing the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 challenge where it's 5 books I love, 4 books on my TBR, 3 books that I always recommend, 2 books that I've recently read, and 1 book that I'm currently reading. So if that interests you, stick around. Starting with 5 books I love, I'm going to start with one that is holiday themed. We're in like the spooky season, so I would say A Ghost of a Chance by Brittany Kelly. This one's a cute little novella, and it is like the smuttiest but most hilarious read that you could get your hands on. I am absolutely obsessed. It's the perfect fall read. It's super quick, and Brittany Kelly is truly an amazing writer. I love, love, love this book by her. My second book that I love is The Wrong Mr. Right by Stephanie Archer. She is just an amazing author. I cannot get enough of her. And I really hope that she gets signed by like a publishing company soon, because right now she's an indie author, but I truly think that she has the potential to be like a really popular romance author if somebody discovers her. So somebody, please, I'm begging you, discover Miss Stephanie Archer. She deserves everything in the world. She really does. But The Wrong Mr. Right is about a surfer dude and a bookish girl. She owns a bookshop. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. That's why I love it, because she owns a bookshop. But it's about a surfer dude and a bookish girl, and the bookish girl is looking to like get like dating lessons and stuff, and so she like dates him for practice, and then they, who knows, fall in love, dot dot dot. I love it. The setting is perfect. Everything is perfect about it. I can't get enough. Another book that I can't get enough of is Breakaway by Grace Riley. I am obsessed with this book. I'm obsessed with Grace Riley. She is another one that she did recently get discovered, but I have the indie versions of her. Slay, love. But I love her. This is another one where it's like a practice dating type thing, but this one is Cooper and Penny, and it's a hockey romance. Also, they adopt a cat. Look at the cute little kitten. It makes me so happy. I love it. I love it so much. So, hockey romance, practice dating, everything I love and more. Another book I love. My 4th book that I love is The Rulebook by Sarah Adams. This one is a second chance romance, which like just fills my heart with joy. I am currently in my second chance romance era. I could really, really use a second chance. I am sitting here with my breakup, twiddling my thumbs, just kind of being sad about my life. So there's some life details that you really didn't ask for, but you got anyways. But anyways, The Rulebook is a second chance romance, and it is the second book in the cheat sheet series, so they're both standalones, but it's the second one in like the standalone like world. And Sarah Adams, first off, I met her, so slay for that. And she also wrote the When in Rome series. They're also standalones, but the cheat sheet and the rule book are chef's kiss for me. Those are books that I love, but I chose the rule book over the cheat sheet because I'm a spicy girly, and she's just recently got into like more spice, and so the rule book has a little bit more spice, and that's like perfect for me. I love it. And the last book that I'm always loving, obsessing over, comes at no surprise to nobody. To anybody. No surprise to nobody. No surprise to anybody. Who knows? Checkmate by Allie Hazelwood. This is a young adult book, but it always gives me lover vibes with the cover, and I'm a Taylor Swift fan, and I don't know why, but this has just been something that I've obsessed over. It is absolutely amazing. And it also got me into chess, which is interesting because I'm not really a chess girly. I'm not good at chess, but it did get me into it, so I do know how to play now, and I have like done a little bit of chess here and there. I lose most times because I'm not any good at it, but it makes me happy and I love the book, so it's perfect. So those are 5 books that I love. On to 4 books on my TBR. I have Next of Kin by Hannah Bonham Young. This one I am so excited to read. I'm excited to read anything by Hannah Bonham Young. I've heard really good things about her, nothing but positives, so I am really hoping that this one's good. It's the first one, I think, that's on my TBR, but she has written 3 total books, and she comes out with a 4th in January, which I'm also really excited to read. So I'm trying to get the 3 books that she already has written, read, and completed before January, so that then come January when she comes out with her 4th book, then I'll be able to read that. So that's 1 book on my TBR. Wildfire is another book on my TBR. I really, really liked Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. I know some people were like split with it. A lot of people loved it. A lot of people like thought it was overhyped. So very split down the middle opinions, but I really enjoyed it, so I'm really looking forward to Wildfire. She also just came out with Daydream, which I also want to read, but I have to read Wildfire first before I read Daydream. So another book on my TBR. It comes at no surprise to anybody. Collide is on my TBR. I have the indie version of this one too. I love indie versions. Like, the indie versions of things just make me like so incredibly happy. I love indie versions of things. So like, send me all the indie author recs because I love them. I need them. They're things I want in my life. But comes at no surprise, it's another hockey romance. Super cute. I love the green cover. I actually know nothing about this. Genuinely, I know absolutely nothing about this book. I just know that it's a hockey romance, and so that's the only reason why I got it and picked it up. But it's on my TBR. And last book on my TBR is Happy Place by Emily Henry. I love Emily Henry. I've read her other 3 books. I've read Beach Read, People We Meet on Vacation, and Book Lovers, and I've loved all of them. Book Lovers was not my favorite, but Beach Read and People We Meet on Vacation were... I can't stop with the chef's kiss. I really can't. It's just it's embedded in my bones. But it's incredible. They're so good. And so I can't wait to read Happy Place. I feel like it's a summer book and we're going into fall. So I might have missed my opportunity there, but we'll see. We still have some summer left in us. Now, 3 books that I always recommend to people. Starting off with If You Give a Single Dad a Nanny. I am in my single dad era. I love a nanny romance. These are all so, so cute. And Anne Imerson, I don't know how to say her last name, but she has written the best books. She also wrote If You Give a Billionaire a Bride, which I was obsessed with, and If You Give a Grump a Holiday Wish List, which was also absolutely adorable. And she's coming out with If You Give a Lawyer a Kiss. So those are all of her books. She has written so many. She is so good. She's so talented. And she's also an indie author that I am obsessed with. But this one is about a dad and his daughter, and somebody like moves in next door, and Marlo is the girl's name. And Marlo moves in next door, and her dog gets loose into their yard, and that's how they meet, and she becomes like their nanny and like helps out with the little girl and all of that. And it's super cute. I'm obsessed. I love it. It makes me happy inside. So it's one that I always, always, always will recommend. Another book that I'll always recommend, Fake Dates and Mooncakes by Cherie. It's so sweet. It's so cute. It's light, fluffy. It's super thin. It's a young adult romance. All the words are super big. So it's like, for me, it's perfect. It's like the perfect quick read if you're looking to sit down and like whip through something. It's adorable. It's queer, which makes me happy. It has a dog in it, which also makes me happy. It's the little things. It's the little things. And lastly, another book that I always recommend, I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. This is the book that my YouTube channel has been named after. I called myself I'll Give You the Books based on I'll Give You the Sun. This was the very first book that I read that gave me like every emotion under the planet Earth. It's making me absolutely fall in love with reading. And so I felt everything from happy to sad to hopeful to all the things that like I can't even pinpoint, and it's one of my all-time favorite books, and because of that it's something that I'll always recommend to other people. It has a very special place in my heart. Two books that I currently read that I just finished. First off is Never Lie by Frida McFadden. I loved this book. This book was so good. This twist at the end like truly shocked me. I read this in a day and it was absolutely amazing. I love Frida McFadden. I don't have any more of her books right now, but I'm looking to get a couple more for like the fall spooky season because she seems to write like thriller, horror, mystery. I don't really know exactly what her genre is, something like that, but she is incredibly talented and I loved this book. Another book I really enjoyed, Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey. This one I genuinely loved. This one was probably my favorite Tessa Bailey book to date. I've only read two of her books. I've read the Bellinger Sisters series, So It Happened One Summer, and Hook, Line, and Sinker, but out of those two and this one is definitely my favorite. I am obsessed with it. And she's also coming out with The Au Pair Affair, and I haven't read it yet, but I'm pretty sure that one will be my new favorite because it's another hockey romance, which, no surprise, I love a good hockey romance. And lastly, one book that I'm currently reading The Hawthorne Legacy. I just finished the Inheritance Games. I'm on to the second one. I'm super close to being done, as you can tell. And hello again. I'm super close to being done, and the final Gambit is on my September TBR, so I'm rereading the first two in order to get to that one. So that is it on my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 challenge. Let me know if you've read any of these down below and what you would put on your challenge if you did it yourself. I will talk to y'all later and hope you have a great day. Bye!